Hey guys, so we are yours, and we're hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
This is a new adventure that you guys are taking us all in. Let's talk about yours and like the creative process behind this project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now we switched it up. We started over, and this is just like a clean slate. And it was about like creating something from scratch and just have like full creative freedom and doing what you want from like just from like a white paper, blank paper, you know.
Right.
So our whole go-to with this project is to do whatever we want and to just do whatever our heart wants, you know.
Right. Like the last time we spoke, like you guys kind of mentioned that with the music that you guys always want it to be a new adventure. You guys want to discover something new every time. So how do you continue to do so without running out of ideas or running out of like content?
I mean, I feels like it comes pretty natural for us, like just living life and going through different states or different experience.
I think
And,
I think what usually kills the process is when you let your judgmental voice come in and disturb
Yeah.
it. When you let other people criticize you and it scares you, then you run out of ideas because all you think about is what can I do that they're gonna like or approve of.
Right.
But the moment when you don't, we're all just kids, you know, inside. So then
Right.
we have endless ideas,
Right.
and we're two people, so we can feed off each other, you know, and that helps a lot. I
Yeah.
think. So it comes very natural. We don't even have time right now to finish all we have like
Yeah, I
started.
know.
So we're good for now.
So let's talk a little bit more about yours and like the creative process behind it. Like has that changed at all since previous works that you guys have done?
I mean, Amanda edits all the like music videos, so that's still
That's
the
all the
same.
I think what changed is like the focus point of trying to stick with a brand or like trying to stick with like being consistent in what you put out or what style or like a lot of I think what we've been through before is to try to like you want to have a red thread. Obviously, as an artist, you want to keep a consistency because you build fans around it, you know. But in our case, I think that maybe we have to sometimes just not care about that and create something where you for each new song feel as passionate about it and it do not have to work with the song you just did.
Right.
You know, like just let yourself be like more free because we're very stuck in genres still. Like everyone asks you like who do you want to sound like or what genre are you. Maybe like I'm rock today and pop tomorrow.
Right.
And maybe like in the future there will be more artists doing those random an album with all of the genres, you know.
Right, that's
Yeah,
true.
like Happy Oprah.
Yeah. Which we are doing next.
But that's the thing that got my attention when I first listened to you guys is that you guys are all over the place. Like there's no box, there's no genre, there's no name that I can place you guys in, which is amazing because I feel like everybody gets stuck in that same box. So saying that, like I noticed the debut single "Summer Is Bad" like is a little different from previous stuff. Like I feel like drums, for example, I feel like you went more electric this time around. So like talk to me about that and creating that debut single.
It's kind of fun though.
Yeah.
Because you actually played real drums on Summer's Bad.
Yeah.
And in previous songs and projects you haven't as much. So it's
Yeah.
actually funny.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a lot of electronic
electronic too.
sounds
Yeah.
blended with. But I did some of the live drums, like for the song. But yeah, but it's different. I mean, we did it in Sweden, in a studio, and they had drums and also the song. I mean, the production.
Yeah, it's just I think we're trying to not get too stuck in if we're doing it electronic or live, but obviously it's awesome when you get to do it more live because when we're touring it will match more and it's always like fun, you know.
Right.
But you play both electronic and acoustic drums on stage anyway, so it works very well.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
So as far as the lyrics go for this track, like I mean, first of all, why did you guys feel that this track was like the perfect like debut, the perfect opener for yours?
I mean, we didn't even actually. This is gonna sound really weird, but like we just felt like the video was something that we had in mind for a long time. So we didn't know that the song is a little bit different, you know. But we were like, we have to create this video. We have to create this video, and there's no other song the video could go with, you know. It was just such a strong epiphany and vision to make this video and to Alice to be this crazy son and like we couldn't not do it. So we had to I would say the single is as much about the visuals as it is about the song. You know, it's a lot about the video and what that stands for. And we wanted to start it out like that because we've been having this video. We've been holding on to it for a while. So we were just like, we have to get it out. And then, yeah, we don't know what's gonna come next. We have a lot of singles. So now it's just about to decide like what we want to put out. Yeah. Because it's gonna be totally different from Summer's Bad. But I think if you like what we're doing, like maybe that can be half of the fun and surprise that you don't know what's gonna come next. You know.
And you know, the fact that you guys went to Sweden to record this. Did you guys work with a producer, or was it still the two of you kind of creating and producing the song yourselves?
Yeah, we worked with our friend Simon Westerdahl, very Swedish name.
Sounds very prestigious.
Yes. And he's a dear friend of ours that we've been working with for a long time now. Simon. So yeah, we worked with him and his studio. Then he actually came over here to LA. We finished the songs. We have 3 tracks with him that we finished here in LA too. Mm-hmm. So we've been a little bit all over the place. We're trying to produce more ourselves. Alice been getting into some producing lately. Nice. So on a demo level, we're still producing it ourselves first, or we're trying to. So when we go into the studio with someone else, we can present kind of what we want. But you know that doesn't always work. Sometimes you just wrote a song before you go into the session. So
yeah, it's hard. All songs are so different also, because sometimes we just jam in the like drums and bass, and to bring that into like the studio. Like you have all these things in your brain how you want to sound, but like you want a live orchestra, like 1,000 instruments, but we're like 2 people, so it's
I
like.
think that's our biggest challenge right now, is kind of what you say, because it's like whenever we rehearse, you have so much you want to do, and then to learn how to get that captured into a song, it's very hard. I'm very impressed on how like people we look up to, how they do it, you know, how they manage, because it's hard. It's very hard to not take away the essence of a song when it goes into production. You know, it's hard, but they do it, so we will just learn to.
But the cool thing too is that like I questioned that in the beginning too. It's like, how do they pull this together, just the 2 of them? And then like I see the live show, and it's just as like epic as like the music itself. So how do you guys kind of do that? Like transfer whatever you created, you know, musically to the live show, and it's still just the 2 of you. There's no other backing band. There's no other members.
Yeah, we work a lot with the backtrack. So if we have the song, we listen through like what we want to have on stage, what the audience should hear that we can play, and then just mix it all together. So we have the backtracks together with, and then we just mute what we play, like the drums and bass and or piano.
Yeah. And we had some great. I think we've been really lucky with people being, you know, supportive, just giving us great advice. Like we have people who've been helping us like doing separate mixes for just like for the live show. So like we go in and then we rehearse, and then they like mix, or this guy Tyler makes it different just for our live show. So it's like it's actually a different mix than you hear. You know, that helps a lot, because then you can bring out the bass way more than you would, or like bring out a little like drum that Alice don't play, and you can bring it out loud in the track that you know would sound really weird in the actual song. So I think we just, you know, and then we go out and we watch other people do shows. That's like the best inspiration, and you see them like pull off like longer sets, and I don't know, you get inspired. Like if they can do that, you know, I can do that. So yeah.
Now, one thing that I loved about this track is towards the end, you got that little scream, and like I loved it. You know, talk to me about adding that scream to the song. Was that something that you had in mind prior to when you were creating the song, or is that something that kind of came naturally when you were in the studio?
It was there from the start. But it's about, you know, being this sweet little person and then rage at the same time, you know. So since the whole lyrics is, you know, when it rains, I feel almost normal. It's just like, but you say that in such a sweet, vulnerable way, like I feel almost normal, and then you just lose it, and you just like, it's kind of like, because you know, you can look from the outside, you can look very sweet or very like kind, or like you're having a good life, or whatever it would be that applies to you, and then inside you just are kind of totally different. Someone, So it's just about making those 2 worlds come together, you know. It was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, I remember doing when you did like 10 takes after and after.
She
like,
recorded the vocals for that song. Yeah,
like the voice, like to not disappear. But you
There's
made
people who, I mean, do these things professionally. Obviously, do great, doing screamo great. I gotta prove some of my friends that are really good at it. They were like, "It's okay, good." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." I mean, I wouldn't do the whole song. You know, I can do it once. I feel good about it. It was fun.
I can't wait to see that portion on the live show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be Alice.
You guys should just take turns. Every day will be different.
That's so fun. Yeah.
So now that the single is out now, like we're wrapping up the year already. So I feel like it was a perfect time to kind of drop this single. You know, it's a great way to start the new year. So what can fans expect for the new year?
Yeah, we maybe have something coming pretty soon. So,
Nice.
I mean, we have so much things we want to do, but it's just that we like when we're just the two of us to be able to do it as fast as we can, you know. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're having.
I think we can give
Yeah.
we can give a little.
Yeah.
We have or shall we? Okay. I just have to check. We have this like idea that we wanted to pursue that's like releasing more acoustic music between the bigger releases, and together with like there might be songs that we'll do acoustic that we'll never produce, because there's always those misfit songs that we write and then you try to produce them and they don't fit. So we decided to, instead of like scratch them, we're just gonna keep them very basic, and then we done like some really like specific visuals to those tracks that you could call music videos, but yeah, it's more like it's just like a little package of this acoustic song together with this video, and we're gonna put those out more like often between the like bigger single releases, you know. So that's like a little thing we're starting the under 2020.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of those like misfits tracks, you know, as well. So that we're looking forward to do that.
Yeah.
And another thing that I'm excited about you guys is that last time we talked, you guys didn't have management. You guys were on your own, and now you guys have the management. But not only do you have management, but it's Ryan Seaman, who's also an artist. So, you know, how much of a role or how much does that impact your creative process now that you have someone that understands the tour life, understands, you know, being an artist?
It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been very helpful.
Because I think also in previous situations, just having, it sounds maybe weird, but in previous situations we haven't really had all the understanding for just the live part and the tour part. So to be able to work with someone who really like pushes the live and the touring part have been amazing. He's been doing so much for us, so we're really excited for that.
Yeah, very thankful. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations with yours. Congratulations with the debut single. You guys be sure to check out yours now. New single is out now. It's called Summer's Bad. And thanks for watching on Front Row Live.